Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on for the channel, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps out the channel a lot. Welcome back to the city of Rivière-des-Montagnes, a Quebec-themed city set in the Saguenay region of Quebec. And this is the third episode of the series. Welcome if this is your first time on the channel. This series, and on this channel we build Canadian-themed cities, starting from the East Coast, which was the last series, the city of New Lancaster, which we got to over 100 episodes in before we stopped it. Well, Siri thought I said Casper and wanted me to search up the Casper movie, so maybe that's a sign I need to watch Casper tonight. But this is the second city in the series. As we move across from the East Coast to the West Coast of Canada, we are in Quebec now. And we are playing on the map Heimdal by Funchenstein, which it will be written down in the description down below if you want to download it yourself. Very easy to find in the workshop. It's a beautiful map. We are using the 25 tiles all purchasable mod for this series instead of the 81 tiles mod because, as I mentioned in the series preview, because it was causing a lot of conflicts with the saving. So, without further ado, in today's episode, we are going to start looking at building schools, police, and fire, because we have a crime-riddled city. Look at all these criminals in the city. So let's go and fix that. We also got districts as well, so that's something I'm going to look at doing at the end of the episode. So I want to build the fire and police stations over here, because they're going to have quick, close access to the roundabout where they can go anywhere in the city that they wish. So let's choose to go split the difference between these two nodes, build a very simple, straightforward road like that. Perfect. And then I'm going to use the move it mod. I'm going to grab the node we just built, and I'm going to do Control H to that height. So we have a major crime issue right now. So I'm going to use the European police station because I think it looks really, really cool. And it kind of works with the setting of this city. It's almost like, kind of reminds me a bit, I don't know why, of the movie Bon Cop, Bad Cop. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's Quebec and police. But beautiful police station, and we're also going to put in a fire hall as well. And usually I love using these fire halls, but I don't know if that really works in this situation. I think maybe this one will work. Maybe it's a new fire station across from the old police station. Yeah, that looks really nice. So the reason why I put them on their own little road is because now they can use it to turn around. They can go in different directions instead of putting it on a main road where there can be a bit of traffic backup. So yeah, that looks really good. I love the look of this building. Most of the European buildings in this game just look fantastic. So that is the first thing we're going to do. So the goal of the episode is going to be to get to the next achievement level, but I don't think we will necessarily. We'll try our darndest, but we need to also look at adding a school, and we don't have enough. So if we've gone through everything we've unlocked so far, we've unlocked garbage, we've already planted that, we have a snow dump, we have healthcare already, we have fire, we have police. We just need an elementary school, and we also need to boost the budget for water. So let's bring that up to 80. Let's see if that helped it. It did a lot. Nice. And our power is still doing okay, but we'll definitely need to fix that in the future. So looking at the demands of the city, we need more residential, so that's what we're going to do first. We started building a bit of a grid out this way. It's not going to be a huge grid, maybe 2 sections deep, but let's continue it along. Let's choose the length of the grid right now. So that is 100. So why don't we do 200? What the heck? That would make sense. Perfect. Nice. And we'll bring it all the way to here, maybe? Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's go with some residential here. And I don't mind these single houses. A lot of people don't like zoning in single houses. But I think it actually looks more realistic than a lot of people think. But yeah, everyone has their own building styles. And I just think that it looks nice. I mean, these houses are huge, they're great, but you know, when you're in a town, especially an older town, you often see these small little cabins. Maybe they are sheds even on a property, who knows? But I think that works well with the theme we're going for. And then we also need to look at maybe adding or continuing the grid up even more. So we need to get to 200. When I say 200, I was looking at the price of the road, so cost construction, or construction cost. So let's do that. That's an expensive road. I don't know if we're going to build that, but let's continue at least that part up. And then, oh, look at that. We didn't actually zone in over here. Then let's look at continuing it out over this way. Nice. Okay, so let's get some houses over here. And then also right there. Yeah, this looks great. Let's check out how these houses look on the river here. Yeah, not too bad. I'm happy with how that turned out. I was concerned, if you missed the first episode of the series, this is the third one. I was concerned about building on this little jut out from the road, but it seems to be working pretty nicely. So what to do next? We have some residential demand still creeping up. That's fantastic. We are losing a bit of money, so that is concerning. The next option we really have is to maybe lower our budgets and raise taxes. So why don't we raise taxes to 12, and we will continue zoning in. There we go. We're getting a bit closer, and we'll continue zoning in some other things as well. Oh, I got it. Okay, nice. How about we try to zone that whole strip of land we just built? Yeah, that works. So that should cover our industrial demand for quite some time. And then we'll also look at zoning in some commercial. Let's do a larger building here. Oh, darn. Yeah, let's delete that one. There we go. And then we'll get those buildings there as well. And we also have some residential to zone in right here. Nice. Okay, so that should at least cover us for a little while with residential zoning. Let's continue adding to our industrial. All right. So how about we zone this whole square right there, and we'll continue it along to there perhaps. And look at that, we're making money. Great to see. And I'm not going to build anything over here. How about we put a bit of a corner store right here? We'll see what comes of that. How about another one right there as well? Okay, so now that we've zoned that in, we are getting very close to our next level, Tiny Town, and we have started to run out of power. So I don't know if we're going to get a school in this episode because we're having some things pop up in the city that we really need to take care of. So, ooh, look at this. Looks like our crime is pretty high. We have a lot of detained criminals and not a lot of jails. That is interesting. We'll see what comes of that. And our power is now in the red. Okay, so we've maxed out our power. That is not good. I think what we're going to have to do is take out a loan. Now, this is a fairly common thing to do when in the early game. Now I think I'm just going to take out the small loan with 5% interest because we're going to make our money back very soon. But you know what? I don't know if we really need to. But we are losing power. So we need to get to 23,000. And you know what? I think it's worth it. Let's take out that quick small loan. And let's build in that extra power. So we're going to build in another coal power plant. And just going to do the same idea as last time. Now what that's going to do is it's going to really boost up our power. So let's look at our budget here. Now let's bring our power back down to 100. You know, even that is too much now. So let's bring it down to 80. Oh, nope. 90. Fantastic. Okay, and then we need to bring up our water. Let's bring it up to 90. Yep, that's good. And we're still in the green. We're still making money. That is great to see. And we are almost at our next goal for the episode, which is fantastic. So we've added a lot to this industrial area. Nice. Look at that. So we've got a lot of these policies, which is fantastic to see. We've unlocked parks as well, some industrial roads, canals, and other parks as well. And we've unlocked some of these winter ones as well, which I'm really excited to build. Ski lodge, skating rink, cross-country skiing park, fire pit, curling park, Ferry Quebec, snowman park. Oh, this is fantastic, everyone. We've unlocked some of my assets as well. Parking garage. Okay, so the next achievement we're going to be going for the next couple episodes. We're probably not going to get to this one in one episode, like a one episode jump. So probably in 2 episodes, we'll get to Boomtown. But now that we have that, we've achieved our... we've made a lot of money back, so let's see if we can repay that loan. Payment left. You know what? I think we'll just let it run out over time. Does it say how much it's going to cost us? Payment left, 18. I think I'll leave it. And let's take a quick look at the parks that we've unlocked. So we've unlocked these snow parks, and this is something that you might not have seen unless you've played a Snowfall map. So the Snowman Park, really cheap park, nice. The Ice Sculpture Park, cool. The Sledding Hill, this is silly. I love it. The Curling Park, I love the Curling Park. It's a nice big rink. Maybe in the summer it's like lawn bowling or something like that. And then the skating rink, I love that. The ski lodges are really cool. And the cross-country skiing park and the fire pit. Now we do have assets that I've added in as well, so we'll get to those when the time comes. But let's look at improving some things. So not enough buyers for products. That means we need to zone in some more commercial. So let's look at zoning in some more commercial. I think it's a pretty cool concept to have larger commercial buildings out this way. So wait for those to zone in, and then I'm going to zone in a smaller one right there. Let's get some more industry right there as well. And let's continue growing our residential. But we could also build a school as well. So I think maybe we'll build a school, since that was kind of the main plan from last episode. So we have 2 options. We have the European style school. We also have the more modern school. So I think for this first one, there's also no difference between the two. We'll build this European school, and it's going to go right here. Where would be a good spot for it? I was thinking here because it's just a perfect grid, but I think it might be pretty cool to have somewhere a bit more central. You could definitely fit it in right there with Anarchy, but why don't we put it right Making this decision a bit tougher than it needs to be. So why don't we... Oh, right here could be a good spot. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. Okay, so let's pause the game really quickly, because I don't want to go too far into our next achievement. I guess it doesn't really matter. We don't really have that many issues with it, at least. But we've also unlocked landscaping, so I'm just going to get a bit of a path in right here. So let's turn anarchy on for this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also turn off all the guidelines. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a pathway right like that. And what that has done is it has given the citizens a bit more options to get around to the school. And usually I like building schools with playgrounds and stuff around them, but in this case with the old school, I think I might just leave it. Okay, so that should start educating our citizens a bit. Let's take a look at our budget here. We don't have enough to pay back our loan. That's fine. And we have... Ooh, sorry. We also have landscaping tools as well, which is something that we haven't really played around with. So let's go to over here at our snow dump, which is something we wanted to level out pretty early on, but we didn't have the option to. So let's figure that out. So let's just right click where you want it to actually zone level out. And there we go. Look at that. We have leveled out the ground where we really wanted to. Okay. Now in the vanilla game, this costs money. It doesn't cost money in this game. As long as you have the extra landscaping tools mod, at least. So let's also flatten out that area. I'm not going to do too much with it. I'm just trying to make the spaces that we've built a bit nicer. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's zone in a smaller building right there, and we'll see what comes of that. And if we need to delete it, that's fine, but I really wanted a longer building like this. It's like a auto rental place. That's the same building. Okay, so let's... Ooh, it's a general store. So let's delete that. And then I'm going to just zone in a bit larger of a building, and let's see what comes of this. Donuts. That's a perfect building for this area. Let's make it a historic building. Okay, so we have lots of residential demand. That is great to see. So we can continue zoning out in our residential community, or we can start looking at building a different spot for residential. But I think we'll continue building it out for now. And oh, we have fire. The fire trucks are going to get it. That's great to see. I think with this much residential demand, that's where I'm going to potentially stop for right now. So let's pause the game and let's look at zoning in a district or two. So I think this town is, or this district at least, is what we're going to call Rivière-des-Montagnes. So let's just bring it out right to there. And we'll try to get this whole side of the highway. And I'll just leave it simply like that. Birch Hills. This is going to be Rivière-des-Montagnes. And we're going to add in some policies now. So, you know what? I don't think we actually really need to at the moment. But themes. You know what? I'm not going to really touch the themes here. I'm just going to leave it as is for this district at least. But now we have that theme in, or we have a district in place over here. And then we're also going to need a district in place over here for the industrial park. So let's do that. Empire Hills. I don't know how Quebec Empire Hills would be. But let's also include right down to the water here. Okay, so let's change this name to Industrial Park for now. If you want to name this district, which will grow over time into other things, let me know in the comment section down below, and we will totally name this district after you, because Industrial Park's a pretty boring name. So if you have a fun name and you want to name this, please let me know. But let's see if there's anything particularly that we could add in here. I mean, not really. So let's leave that for now. And I think we also unlock some industries as well. Like we have some fishing we could do. We've also unlocked forestry and farming. Now that's something maybe we can look at planning. So let's take a quick peek at what that entails. So we need to go over here. Resources. So green is forest. Yellow is farming, and for some reason the farming is also where the water is, so we'll just have to ignore that. Without going too far away, let's look at maybe building some farming over here. That's a nice spot for it. Yeah, that's a pretty good area. Let's go back to that view. There's also some farming potential over here, but this is too good of a spot for the town itself. It's a bit hard to see with all the whole river being having farming potential. We also have a potential for maybe a forestry industry back in here. Get a road in right here. Yeah, okay, so I think forestry industry is something that we're gonna probably start with, but I mean we can continue building on both sides of the road too, which is nice. And just so we are all on the same page, the idea is that since this is a Quebec themed city, especially in the Saguenay region, which is a really heavily mined area, I really wanted to add in some more ore. There's not really any ore in this map, and I think it was because of just the age of the map, but I'm not too sure. But there are some spots for ore, but it's really not a lot. And since this is a Quebec themed city, we need to add some ore, right? So I was thinking over here we could say this is a bit of like an iron deposit or nickel, zinc. So it's a bit of a mountain here. So let's pretend that this is going to be the ore industry area for the city. So let's turn on this. Let's turn up the brush size a bit. There we go. So we're just gonna go right around the mountain here, and we're gonna add in some ore. Now, I know some people might be saying right now, you're breaking the map, but I'm trying to make the map thematic to our needs. So this is a Quebec themed series. It needs to be a Quebec themed map, and since this map wasn't built as a Quebec themed map, we need to make it so. So I think by bringing in some ore, we're making the map actually fit our needs. So let's continue building out over here. And I think that's where we're going to stop on that side, but over here I think we'll continue filling it in. And the reason why I'm following the trees is because you'll see in a second, as we pull out of this area, this whole thing is going to be gray. Let's pick a spot right here. You're going to see what the color differential is. It just looks gray, right? But if you put it under the trees, it doesn't look as bad because it hides most of it. So let's just leave it at that for now, with adding in some ore, but let's take that out. And I think I'm going to also just try to sneak out some of this. That's in a bit too white area. Whoa. Okay, so that's where we're going to build an ore industry eventually. But just a bit of long-term planning right there. Kind of had to do it. And we're also going to look at buying a tile as well. So I think now we can repay our loan. Look at that. We're debt-free. We got our power. We're all in the green. Our garbage could probably be better, but I mean, it's doing what it needs to do. Our snow dump is also doing great. Rivière-des-Montagnes is coming along fantastically. We have a bunch of residential demand. We're going to add that in the next episode. Probably over here continuing our bit of a grid, and maybe we'll look at building a secondary residential community probably over this way, because if we do decide to build a forestry industry over here, we'll probably need some housing over on this side, or if we're building a farm out this way, maybe we can look at getting a community over here. So as we run out of power, I will catch you guys in the next episode. It'll come out tomorrow. So I hope you have a great day, everyone. And let's see, what did we build today? We built this school. Hope you have a great day, everyone. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace out.